So there was a boy named Billy, and Billy loved clowns. Billy loved clowns so much. He dreamt about clowns and thought about clowns. He adored clowns, and his mother, every year for his birthday, would buy him a new object involving clowns. So she would buy him clown socks, she would buy him a clown lamp, she would buy him a clown alarm clock. Every year, something new involving clowns, and every year Billy was so excited to receive this new object involving clowns. One year, Billy's mother decided to outdo herself. So for Billy's birthday, she hired a clown to come and perform at his party. And Billy was so excited! Billy was so excited! He invited all his friends from school, he invited all of his friends from Boy Scouts, and he couldn't stop thinking about it, and he couldn't stop talking about it, and he was so excited, and he didn't sleep for days! And finally, the morning arrived. It was Billy's birthday. He leapt out of bed, and he went and he sat in the living room, and he just waited. He just waited all morning for the guests to show up and for the clown to arrive and perform at his birthday party. He could hardly move. He was so excited. The guests, one by one, started to filter into Billy's house. And they ate ice cream, and they ate cake, and they played pin the tail on the donkey, all the things kids do at birthday parties. And then it was time for the clown to perform, and Billy was so excited. And the clown steps up in the front of the room, and he starts making balloon animals, starts pulling rabbits out of hats, he starts telling lots of funny jokes, and then he asks for a volunteer from the audience. And naturally, since it was Billy's birthday, the clown picked Billy. Billy ran up to the front of the room, and he turned to the clown, big grin plastered on his face. And the clown turned to him and said, "Are you a zebra?" And Billy said, "No." And the clown said, "Are you a caterpillar?" And Billy said, "No." And the clown said, "Well, I think you're an asshole!" And Billy burst into tears. Billy ran into his bedroom, and Billy took his clown alarm clock and he threw it out the window. Billy ripped off his clown wallpaper. Billy took his clown lamp and he shattered it on the floor. And Billy took all his clown dolls and he ripped them limb by limb and threw them in the toilet and flushed the toilet. And Billy was devastated, and Billy fell into a deep depression for 10 years. No one knew what to do. Billy's parents, they tried to persuade him to leave his room and go have some dinner and interact with other human beings, but Billy wasn't there anymore. Billy has left the building. And this continued until one day, Billy had a dream. Billy had a dream that he went to clown college. And he wakes up the next morning, and this dream has touched him deeply. And he takes it to be a sign that he needs to do something with his life. He needs to do something for Billy. And so Billy enrolls in clown college. Billy enrolls in clown college, and he busts his ass. He's really good. He's gonna be the best clown that he can be. And really, he thrives. He's great. He graduates a year early, and as soon as he graduates, he's offered all of this work. He's offered work in Europe. He flies to Europe. He plays all the most prestigious carnivals and street fairs, and he performs at the birthday parties of all of these diplomats' children, and he's doing great. His career could not be going any better. There's no way. But something is not right. Billy realizes that although he's made choices to improve himself as a person, he's still in the same place he was when he was 9 years old, utterly traumatized by this clown at his birthday party. And so Billy starts making phone calls asks fellow clowns, tries to track down the name and location of this clown who hurt him so badly when he was 9 years old. And after a couple weeks of researching and asking around, and he finds out that this clown is going to be performing at a little boy's birthday party in Delaware the following weekend. And so Billy rents a car and he goes to Delaware and he drives to this little boy's house and he knocks on the door and explains to the parents the situation that this clown that they've hired to perform, really he needs to confront this clown, and he realizes that it might be inappropriate and sound very strange, but really this has to happen and this means the world to him. And so so this little boy's parents are like, okay, just kind of stay away from the children or whatever, and so Billy goes and he just waits, and the boys are having their birthday party and they're eating cake and they're eating ice cream and playing pin the tail on the donkey, and sure enough, the clown enters the room, and it's the same clown from 10 years ago. And the clown is making balloon animals and pulling rabbits out of hats and telling all of these jokes, and everyone's laughing, and sure enough, he asks for a volunteer from the audience. And before any of the little boys can even raise their hand, Billy runs up to the front of the room. And the clown turns to Billy and says, "Are you a zebra?" And Billy says, "No." And the clown says, "Are you a caterpillar?" And Billy says, "No." And the clown says, "Well, I think you're an asshole." And Billy says, "Fuck you, clown!"